the maker of the heavens and the earth. You created everything that the mind of a living soul can imagine, but none created thee. That is why we say you are immortal, you are invisible, you are omnipotent. This very God that every generation who has ever had the grace of knowing thee have always testified to your goodness. That is the same God that we kneel and bow before. This God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help, even in this time of Janjaweed trouble, even in this time of Fulani rage and terrorism. Therefore we shall fear no evil. This IPOB shall fear no evil. Even if the whole world is against us, even if Britain intensifies their effort to crush this very light of hope in sub-Saharan Africa, even though they shake the mountains, even though the seas may rise, even though they may give all the weapons and ammunition to the Zoological Republic, no matter what they do, no matter how they ferment their rage, it doesn't matter to us. For God, Chukokika Biama, is in the land of Biafra. We shall never ever be moved. This God of the ancients will help us now and forevermore. For Biafra shall come, and this Lord of hosts is with us. Chukwokika Biama, the same God of Jacob, this same God of Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego, this God that never abandons his people, this same God is our refuge, and we proclaim it unashamedly that this God that we kneel and bow before, we shall worship thee, for Biafra is your promise, your word is yea and amen. Instead of your word not to come to pass, heaven and earth will cease to exist. Upon this very hope we anchor.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you all. When you finish watching, go to the comment section, also give your comment. Say your own views, express yourself the way you want it. It's all welcome. We are learning from each other, and all we are asking for is our freedom. We are not preaching against anybody. We are not preaching hate speech. We are not standing against anybody. We are asking that you should live, and let's live. And for those who say we will not live, they will not live either. Just like the Fulani Janjaweed, who have sworn to take away our life, to take away the life of every indigenous tribe in that contraption called Nigeria, we will not agree to them. And we cannot allow them to take our life. We will defend ourselves with everything possible. We will defend ourselves, and we will never allow them to succeed in their plans against us. That is why we are standing on the platform every day to speak. That is why we are coming online on a daily basis to speak about the situation of that contraption called Nigeria. And we will not relent. We cannot allow them to change the narrative. We will continue to say the truth and nothing but the truth. Just as our spring leader has been consistent. Remember, the assignment he gave us today is the 71st day of the prayer. Psalm 71. If you have not prayed yours, go and pray. That is the only thing our spring leader asks us to do. Continue to pray and preach the gospel. Continue to pray. That prayer is very important. Already you can see miracle happening. A lot has been happening since we continue that prayer. And before the ending of that prayer, a lot is going to happen. That is why if you have not started praying, please go and start to pray. Today is the 71st day. Psalm 71 is what we are reading today. If you have not read yours, read Psalm 71 and pray. Pray along with our spirit leader. He is a prayerful man, praying for us 7 times every day. You can imagine. He's praying for us 7 times every day. He's asking you to just join him and pray for some hours. You have to do that. Try as much as you can to join the prayers. And today, I want to talk about the consistency of our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the major key that he has, that has made him so successful in the very struggle, that made us to trust him so much, that made him to win the heart of everybody in Biafra land, everybody in the southern part of Nigeria, everybody that is fighting for freedom. Why Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have won their heart is because of his consistency. He has been very consistent from the day one up to date. Whatever he said when he started this struggle is what he's saying to today. He has only one demand: Biafra. It is either Biafra or death. You cannot bribe him. You cannot push him aside. You cannot make him to change his views. You cannot make him to begin to dance to your political whatsoever. There is nothing to buy him. No amount can buy our Sunni Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has always been consistent, and that is the key. And each time he talks to us, he talks about consistency. We have to join him in that very act of being consistent. He never forgets that. That is his foundation. Consistency. His demand is Biafra and nothing else. Referendum and nothing else. And that is where we are heading. The government will come with all manner of trick. They will come with all manner of games. You see them coming with all manner of things. Some talking of restructuring, which will never happen. Some talking of all different kinds of Igbo presidency, which is not our demand. What we are asking for is a referendum for us to have our own nation, Biafra. That is the single demand Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not asking for Igbo presidency. He is not asking for referendum. He's asking for referendum. He is not asking for Igbo presidency. He is not asking for restructuring. He is not asking for his own personal interest. He's not asking for any other thing apart from Biafra. Referendum. Peaceful referendum to Biafra. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been asking for day one. Until today, he's still asking for the same thing. Independent of Biafra. Independent of Biafra through referendum. He is very consistent. And each time he meets anybody and talks, he talks about consistency. I saw a video of somebody who met him in detention. One of those boys who were detained at DSS that met him. He still repeated the same word. He still sent the same message to us through that very boy. Consistency. I want you to hear from the boy once again.
Experience I have with our senior comrade, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. DSS facility, I was being locked up in New Echo Cell 4, and while Kanu was in Cell 8, and he was happy to receive me and talk to me as a junior comrade. Then it seemed that their narrative going outside all around to Nairobi with a woman, he told me that he wanted to send that message out and correct that narrative. So I told Nigerians and all the IPOB members that scandal that the federal government are trying to use to rubbish him and rope him to the mud. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu explained that he was kidnapped in Kenya at the airport, boots outside the airport and drove off. He wasn't there with any woman, and he said I should tell Nigerians to ask questions that if he was there with a woman, who is she, how is she, and what brought him there to see a woman. He said I should also remind Nigerians that in 2015, when he was arrested, they used the same allegation against him. So Nigerians should look at him as someone that is not moralist or an immoral person. My encounter with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is somebody that even in the DSS detention, he's in high spirit. That nobody should believe that. That's a total lie. It's a lie. And I urge Nigerians that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in high spirits, though he's emotionally traumatized by the DSS, psychologically traumatized. He's not given access to any good medical care. He's not given access to books. Most time, he's always alone because they found out we're interacting with him and he was discussing with us. They have to move us out to where he was to put us in the mix of hardened criminals so they can break us. But unfortunately for them, we held the Buhari Must Go campaign. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, after our 7 days hunger strike and during our 7 days protest after the hunger strike, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw that the food they give to us was total scandal, was total rubbish. So he has to sneak in the night to send food to us. He threw it, though we are not that close, but he will bring it out from his cell and he will throw it. They will have sticks that will join and will drag this food down. He sent the first time when we started after our hunger strike, we were not given any good food to eat because we could not even eat the food because it wasn't even good. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent us pizza to break our 7 days fasting. And aside from that, sometimes when he noticed that they give us food that are not okay, he shares his food with me, just as a good leader I would do. Send shawarma, eat a little shawarma, send the rest. Send us beans cake, send us indomie. But when they discovered all this, that he's been nice to us, due to the heartlessness of the DSS, they have to kick us out of the place, to leave him there alone. And as I speak to you up to date, there's nobody down there with him. They evacuated everybody. And there are a lot of IPOB members in there that they don't want Nnamdi Kanu to even know that they have been arrested. So I urge Nigerians, as Nnamdi Kanu said, I should tell them, consistency, perseverance will bring an end to injustice and tyrannic government. And any news that it was a woman that lured him to Kenya, these are totally false news. And Nigerians shouldn't believe that. That is scandal. He's in high spirit. He also said I should tell Nigerians and all the IPOB members that perseverance, consistency in everything we do, in the struggle, and self-sacrifice, selflessness will bring to the eradication of tyranny and injustice in Nigeria. He also said I should urge Nigerians that they should be strong in high spirit, that the oppressors can never overcome. And he also said that Nigerians should know and understand that these governments are looking for every way to keep us silent, and we should refuse to be quiet, because our voice are being heard, and they never wanted our voice to be heard. Nnamdi Kanu is in high spirit, and he said the IPOB members should ask questions. Who is the woman? How is the woman? And what about the woman?
You can see our supreme leader repeated that very message again. Be consistent. He has always been consistent and he has never shaken. What he told us at the beginning is still what he's saying today, fighting for the same thing. He cannot sell us out. Remember, he told us he will never betray us. We are the one that will betray him if possible. But we will never betray our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And today, Biafrans have shown once again that they will never betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why the Biafrans declared a ghost town, and Biafra was totally shut down. Nothing was moving in Biafra land. It will happen every Monday, and if you have not joined, you have to join. And every other person in that contraption called Nigeria who really need freedom, I wish that the Nigerians can learn from Biafrans. I wish they can learn. Since their government have not allowed them to come out and protest, when you protest, they shoot you. You see what they did to the NSAS protestants in Lagos State. They will kill you, they will take your corpse, nobody will see it, and they will deny it. The best thing to do is to sit at home. I wish Nigerians can learn from Biafrans. The whole Nigerians, regardless your tribe, your religion, your section, your ethnicity, to sit at home to show their disapproval of this very contraption called Nigeria. It works like magic. Learn from Biafrans. They are standing strong. Learn from our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has laid a strong foundation, a foundation for every indigenous tribe in that very contraption called Nigeria to be free. It's left for you to build on that foundation. If you do not build on it, continue to remain on your faulty foundation, and the building will collapse on you. Definitely collapse on you very soon. Once again, to show you that our supreme leader has been consistent from day one, I'm going to show you one of the brokers he made while he was in Nigeria. The message he was preaching in his father's compound while he was in Nigeria about Biafra. Let us watch to remember our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to know how consistent he has been. The thing he said in the beginning is still what he's saying today, still standing with it. Let's watch our supreme leader, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
and your so-called governors, and the Hanazendera and Dioshi, we understand how our Fulani cycle works. I know them very well. When they felt we were together, they couldn't do anything. So they kept waiting. They kept pushing them. They kept giving them money. Go and attack IPOB. Attack what the number Kanu is doing. As soon as they started doing it, as soon as they stood up to say they are no longer part of what we are doing. As soon as the governor started to talk rubbish, you can come to my state, you cannot come to my state. Awasa knew that was the time. And they struck yesterday. That's what they're waiting for. I keep telling our people they don't understand. I know them, I've studied them for many years, I know them. I know how they reason. That is why I can defeat them. And I will always defeat them. Our people are not reasonable enough to understand the threat facing them. They don't know. But we are everything happening now. I knew in 2012 that is going to happen. The killing happening in the north, I told you August 2009 that it will happen. They called it hate speech. Today they are killing you. There is nobody you can run to or protect you. Tell me here on this earth that you have a governor in the state as you have in Anambra. I was Fulani came in, the governor bombed in on the shack, killed our people in Oshoto. He has not said anything. Till now. These are the people they want to come out to vote for them. Now they've been killed by Fulani men, dressed on. Meanwhile, have vigilante. When they see IPOB, they start jumping up. Now, Fulani madmen have come to kill you. Where is the vigilante in that village? Where is civil defense in that village? Where is the DPO of that place? Police, where are you? How about the army? How about the navy? How about Air Force? All of these people patrol the roads every day. They patrol every blessed day. Isn't it ironic? Peace Corps, civil defense, police, army, navy, Air Force, vigilante, they all have guns. But nobody saw these killers come and go. I told you so. I said when the time comes, I will say, I told you so. They will keep killing you. When they ask you to come out to vote, they are asking you to vote for your king. If you go to vote, you are voting for your coffin, your casket. I'm telling you, only Biafra can save you. Only Biafra can save you. You people don't know what they have in store for you, but I will tell you. Some of us grew up thinking that Igbo land starts from Onitsha and ends in Okangwa. You know where Okwa is? Before you cross the bridge and enter Opibo. Igbocha, not Port Harcourt. Igbocha is the name, not Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is the white man's name. The proper name is Igbocha. Do you know that Igbo land stands from Edo State? It starts from Edo, Ebanke, all the way to Edo inside the Atlantic Ocean. Are you aware of that? No, you don't know. That is my problem with some people that call themselves your political leaders. They say they are the elite. They say they are the people that represent your interest. Does Ohaneze represent you? No! Because if they do, they would have done what we are doing now. Yes. There is no way we are going to abandon a Bante, which is a worker. It can never happen. We will not abandon our book. Are you aware of that? Yes, do you know a place called Umunebe? Are we going to leave them? No. How about Onichubo? Are we going to leave them? No. How about Obashuku? Are we going to leave them? No. How about Upuani? Are we going to leave them? No. How about Iseluku? Even from the names, you can know where they come from. Yes. But out of our collective stupidity and ignorance, fear, they have dealt with us so much in 50 years that you don't know somebody from Igbo, which they call Ibozo, is your own person. So you don't know. The Yoruba media say handshake across the Niger, handshake, to give you the impression that the boundary between Yoruba land and Igbo land starts from Headbridge Onitsha. Is a lie. It starts from Edo State, 1K. I'm glad people from Benue are here. Is that correct? Yes, sir. The same Benue, one man called Abubakar Saad said I should not count Benue as part of Biafra. He said that I am mad, I don't know what I'm saying, I don't know what I'm doing. But in 5 minutes' time, you will see between myself and Abubakar Saad who is mad and who is normal. We are talking about Lower Benue. Not the whole Benue State. Lower Benue. The Zoo media can distort what I'm saying all they like. But we know the truth. And on that very truth we stand. The truth is that Igede is Biafra.
Yes.
Idoma is Biafra. Yes. Do you know why? No. David Mark is an English name, is that correct? Yes. Or should I say biblical name or anglicized biblical name? David and Mark. Ask the former Senate President to tell you his proper name. Yes. You'll be shocked. Ask him. And as I want to educate Abubakar Saad, because in the zoo they don't go to school. Here. And he was even a former policeman. Abubakar Saad must know this. In Idoma land, Idoma. What did they call their first daughter? Ada. Okay. In Idoma land, I'm not going to get out. I can in Idoma. In Idoma land, okay.
The answer.
Do they have a K area of Hong
Yes, they do.
I am asking, do they have a K area of Hong Do you see how stupid Abubakar Saad is looking now? They are dividing us even further. There are 3 local governments in Benue State that naturally belong to a state.
Yes. Yes.
Are you listening to me? Yes. So when we are asking for our kith and kin, our brethren in Benue, I am not asking for Abubakar Saad.
Yes.
I am asking for Idoma people, for Igede people, and for the people from a Benue State.
Yes.
That's the people we are looking for. Not Abubakar Saad. I never mentioned 50 people.
God forbid.
I said Idoma, Igede, and our own people who are in Benue. The ruler of Idoma land is called, what's the name? Ochi Idoma. Onyanachi Idoma.
Yes. Tell them.
They said, why must I mention Kogi? It is not the whole of Kogi. Zoo media understand me very well. I am talking about a gala.
Yes, sir.
Do you know that a gala people are BiafraNews?
Yes.
This is why they want to turn you against IPOB. They want to turn you against me because I tell you the truth they can never tell you. Some of our fathers here are looking in bewilderment, but we are telling them the truth. I only have one example to cite in the case of a Gala people. I want anybody here to go to a Bosi. You know a Bosi very well, don't you? Yes. You know Bosi, there is a chieftaincy title. It is called the Ata of Bosi. And who is the ruler of the Gala people? Are you listening to me? Have you heard of the term Asokatezanya? Do you know those that brought in Kataneja into Igbo land? Igala people, Igala, that's the way they dress.
Yes.
How are you in Katanisi?
Yes.
You don't know that? My goodness me. These are the things they will never tell you inside the zoo. Inside the Bosi today, as part and parcel. Well, I'm sure you know Upper Iweka Road. You know Upper Iweka Road? You know there's a man called Iweka from Obosi. Do you know that his ancestors are from a Gala? You don't know? Today you know. These are the things they don't want you to know. Do you know why? What happened at Ozubolo? The killing in Ozubolo last night is an example of how they work. They first of all come, they try your resolve and resist them, they use subterfuge to divide you. Once they see any chink in your armor, any space they see, they exploit it, they unleash mayhem. That's how they work. Ohaneze must know this. Ohaneze Ndibo is responsible for the death of the people in Ozobo. And I will tell you why. They thought that IPOB is a uniting force that binds everybody together. So they tried to bribe me and I said no. They killed us. We did not submit. Now listen carefully. They said, how do we get them? They went to Ohaneze and said to them, you must attack IPOB. But Ohaneze did not know that the reason why they are asking them to attack me is so there will be a division to enable them coming to kill our people. They thought it's for politics. You know, maybe if we allow IPOB now, Nnamdi Kanu will come up and I will no longer get my contract at Abuja and my children will no longer be ministers. That's all what concerns them. They went to your governors. You know they're very stupid. Your useless governors. They are hopeless.
Yes.
They went to them and said, oh, condemn IPOB. The same governor did not see me that Hausa Fulani governors are the ones supporting those Hausa kids, having meetings with them. So Hausa Fulani governors can have meetings with their people, asking for us to be killed in the north. But you are afraid of having meetings in the open with IPOB because you are afraid of what your Hausa Fulani master will say to you. And you call yourself an Igbo leader. Do you know the meaning of leadership? Who now might hear leaders you don't know? Only if you know. As soon as they divided us, that Ebonyi State, I don't even know what to do. Ebonyi State. Devil Almighty.
Where is it? Devil.
As soon as he said the rubbish, he said, as soon as they went to Anambra State of Assembly to condemn and to castigate IPOB, I knew Hausa had gotten what they are looking for. And the result was yesterday and early this morning. Do you know what will happen now? Nobody will say anything. They will say it is gas explosion.
Yes.
To test our will and our resolve to see how prepared we are to meet them. It's a very clever trap. Before they make any move, I know already. I knew this will happen. When I said Hausa Fulani will come to kill you in your villages, nobody will help you, I knew this was going to come. That's what they're looking for. But they have division. Once they do, they strike. The one said, if he had known that Igbo people, should I say Biafrans in general, are in love with money so much, he would not spend a dime buying guns and buying bullets. He would have just brought out the money, bring out a few Igbo men, give them that money, and say, go and fight Ojukwu for me. And they would do it very, very well. We said no voting in Anambra. Our people don't want to ask themselves why did IPOB say no voting? Or what benefit can we get by boycotting the elections? I will give them advice in the public. Since they don't listen in private, I'll tell them in public. What Ohaneze and the opposition should have done is to keep quiet. Answer a question you say, I don't know now. Go and ask them. Meanwhile, you are where you are. Isn't how you try to do it? You keep quiet, and when they disturb you, oh, try to stop IPOB, you tell them, I don't know how to stop them. Please go and talk to them. But there is one thing about our people. Devil's work inside us. You know, we have that bit of jealousy and a bit envy. No, but it's not big, just small. Hausa will come. It's like a very small seed inside us. They will add fertilizer to it and pour some water. The envy and the jealousy inside you will be growing. Growing. You know. What is of no concern to you is, why should it be Nnamdi Kanu? Why not me? But your people are dying. What is of no concern to you is your status. Exactly what Nnamdi Azikiwe did to Ojukwu. Azikiwe said, I will lead Biafra. Ojukwu said, no. Let's get this thing. He said, no. What will be my status? He said nothing to Zeke. Zeke now went to the Zoom and made a deal with them. How many of you here know that it was Nnamdi Azikiwe that composed the Biafra national anthem? How many of you? I went to school. It was Azikiwe that wrote our national, compiled the lyrics. After a while, he abandoned us. So I prepared myself to be abandoned by Ohanese before we started. Because I knew they would abandon. Yes. I know them. Did you hear Edwin Clark yesterday? Was it 2 days ago?
2 days ago, sir.
He went to go and see Oshibajo. Did you hear him? Yes. Did you hear Edwin Clark? Yes, he did not. They asked him, he said, I have come to attend this meeting and I brought men with me. That's what he said. That Mend is here with me. Do you know why he said that? So you know he has backup in case you insult him. But those that could have given Yahweh the backup, he abandoned them. Around to Abuja alone, they looked at him and swept him away from Abuja with nothing. About Canada. But look at Edwin Clark that went with people. He got almost everything he was asking for. Don't you know that? There is a type of sense, especially from Igbo people, that they do. And they don't know that is what is destroying them. Have you seen restructure? No. When I want to go restructure before. Have you seen restructuring before? No. Anybody that says to you, stop this Biafra, ask the person, how do you get what you're looking for? Do what means. Before this time, most of these people in Abuja, they say it's restructuring. But now, Senate have said no. Then, where is your fallback position?
Case closed.
I will say this in Igbo because this is where I was born. I said, I'm 18 peso ago go makonuko nuge. They put all their eggs in one basket. And these are the intellectuals. There is no fallback position. Nothing. So once you went to Abuja and they asked you to go and speak against IPOB and you accepted, you came back, destroyed IPOB, or so they thought in their minds, because we are indestructible. Yes. After 2.5 weeks came the announcement that they will not restructure. Now, who is the fool? Do you see why you were killed yesterday and why they will continue to kill you? I don't hate anybody. I don't despise anybody. I am not disrespecting anybody. I am only praying that they can wake up from their slumber and understand their responsibility, not to their families, but towards everybody, the whole public. In the coming days and weeks, they are going to lie about IPOB. They will publish lies against me. Be prepared. It's going to happen. The more they know we are going to boycott Anambra elections, the more desperate they become. The more lies they will publish about us. If it was an Igbo man that stole the amount of money that Abacha stole, you will have another Igbo man volunteer himself to take him to EFCC. Yes. Do you know that? Yes. More than one. They say Buhari is fighting corruption, yes? Is that not true? Yes. They said Buhari is fighting corruption. I have a question to ask all of you. Do you know Abacha? Do you know Abacha? Yes. Was Abacha corrupt or not? Did Abacha steal money or not? He stole. For the younger ones here, do you know Omar Odiko? Yes. You don't know him. You don't know how much he stole. There is no bank in the world that could have contained the amount of money. No bank in the world. Where is the EFCC chairman from?
Ibrahim Lamodi.
Where is he from? Where is he from now?
Hausa Fulani.
He's Hausa Fulani, yes? Has anybody stolen in Nigeria the amount of money stolen by Hausa Fulani people? No. Then ask yourself, why is it that always producing EFCC chairman? Huh? Was Abacha corrupt? Abacha? Was Abacha corrupt?
His name was
Did he steal money? Do you remember the Abacha loot? They said Abacha money outside. Yes? Do you know what Buhari said about Abacha? Do you know what he said? That Abacha is not a criminal.
He said yes. He said
Google it, you will see it.
He said it.
Abacha did not steal any money. But the dragon is submitting all over the place. For campaign fund they gave him for only 400 million. Only. They are dragging him all over the place. There is no Hausa Fulani big criminal in custody. They are free moving about. And they are coming to tell you about one Nigeria. That you should go and vote. Are you going to vote? No! I told you people, if you go and vote, what happened in Ozobro last night will keep on happening. If you want to put a stop to all the nonsense happening, then I tell you, make sure you do not vote. Make sure you go preach gospel to others. Never ever to vote. This year is 2017, 50 years. Remember, 7. In this same 2017, did you receive irrefutable scientific evidence that we are tied to Israel by blood?
Yes.
Not rhetoric, by blood.
Yes.
This same 2017, Chukwuemeka Abbiama brought out Anambra election in 2017 for a reason and for a purpose.
Yes.
That we IPOB may boycott it.
Yes.
To send a very clear, unmistakable message to the world that we are serious about our freedom.
Yes.
We are tired of being killed every blessed day. We are tired of the hunger. We are tired of this hopelessness called the Soweto Republic of Nigeria. We are tired of the pain and the subjugation. We are tired of this ridicule. We are tired of this joblessness. You graduate, there is no job. We are tired of all the bad roads. We are tired of these people going to Abuja to sell us out as usual. We are tired of being relegated to the dustbin of the society we know today as the zoo, Nigeria. We are tired of all these things. And only IPOB can save us.
Yes.
Only IPOB. We are not going to fight anybody. Don't let them frighten you. That boycotting election is war is a lie. If I'm sitting at my home in Okozo enjoying open salah, how am I causing war? I just want to understand. I said I'm not going to vote, I'll be at home enjoying open salah. How is that war? They keep mentioning war to frighten you so that you have fear and say, oh, if I don't vote, they'll bring one Alamajiri from Katsina to take over. It's a lie. Do you know why it's a lie? Because Anambra State House of Assembly is still in session. If there is no governor, they will swear in the Speaker of the House of Assembly. That is what the law says. They know the law, but they keep deceiving themselves. They keep deceiving themselves. And every 6 months, they put another election. And every 6 months, we say no. All I'm asking for is a referendum date.
Yes.
I am not asking for war.
Yes.
I am asking them to give us a referendum date. There is a verse that the white man, in fact, it's the gospel, the white man did not put in the Bible. I have it. Come on, I have it. The same way that I have the amalgamation report by Lugard, I have it. I have it. Our Fulani has been poor from the beginning. The reason why the northern and the southern protectors were matched together into one zoo, one giant zoo, is because they don't have any money to feed themselves. I have it officially. On British declassified information, I have it. I bought the books, only two, 180,000. I have it. Because they were poor. The reason why Hausa Fulani is hell-bent on one Nigeria and prepared to kill for it is of oil and gas. Nothing more, nothing less. But are they going to stop us? No! Can any human being stop IPOB? No! Impossible to stop. I must tell you this day, for you to have this in mind when you return home. We will boycott every election in the zoo until we get Biafra. Yes, some of you are not very sure because you're hoping on that 4 cups of rice, 1 tin tomatoes, and 2 packets of indomie. There will be no voting. I will vote. There will be no voting in Biafra land. They will tell you, oh, military will take over. Let them take over. It's better for us. Biafra will come quicker for us. If the military take over, I'm telling you the truth. The same way I told you about Buhari, don't believe me. I'm going to go back. Military regime is better for us. I'm telling you the truth. Biafra will come quicker under military than under civilian. Then we can meet our enemies eyeball to eyeball. Yes. Because if I come now to meet them, they say go through the ballot box. If you don't know, Anambra election is a trap for IPOB. You know why? You know we cannot support anybody. After the election, they will say, if at all they control the masses as they claim they do, why didn't they put their person inside the government house in Oka? And no matter who you vote for, they have written the result in Abuja. It doesn't matter who you vote for. That day they will announce the person. If you're not happy, go to tribunal. That's what they will tell you. Isn't it? It is. And then they have brought IPOB down and they can never succeed. I can assure all of you. Therefore, when you see their lies and the stories they write against us, they will try to scare you through them. They will like to frighten you because the only thing they know is terrorism. Yes. Political terrorism. That's the only thing they have. You must do this. If you don't do this, you will do that. They came to us and volunteered us yesterday in order to terrorize us into submission. So what they are saying to us is that we Biafrans, we are their slaves, if we like it or not. The only way you can stop this slavery is by sitting at home on the 18th and not voting. This slavery will come to an end. Do you know what will happen? They will be forced to meet the wishes of the people. Yes. I listened to Bukola Saraki yesterday. He gave an interview to a television station. They asked him, why did you people vote down devolution? He said it's because it's what people are asking for. Some people want to break up and say we don't want to do something that will make it seem as if you are listening to the people. Senate President voted for by the people to represent the people. Go and do what the people want. He say no. That is you. That's the way they operate. So we that voted for you to represent us, you have gone there and you're telling us that our views no longer count. That means it was not us that voted for you.
Yes.
I know the result and you went in.
Yes.
Because if indeed we voted for you, you would have voted for the commission.
Yes.
As simple as that.
Yes.
At least you say to us, IPOB, take this. Later on we'll come back to the main thing you're asking for. That's how to negotiate. At least hold on to this one. Let's go back and see what we can do. And today I'm asking Ohaneze, have you got anything for us? It's a simple question. Anything. So how about Canada? They came back empty-handed. And you want us to follow this, you will be empty-handed. Is that possible? So it's not true. Because the facts speak for itself. I want them to do better. I want Bandit to do better. I want everybody to do better. But always stand on the side of the people. Know what the people want and give it to them. What do you want? Yeah. What do you want? Yeah. What do you want? Yeah. No.
After watching our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you can agree with me that he is very consistent. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama protect our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Give him good health, strengthen him more and more, give him more wisdom and knowledge, give him more words so that we can be able to follow him to promised land. Very, very soon, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out with the flag of Biafra lifted high. We are going to sing the national anthem of Biafra in a joyful way. Very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching and remember blessed. Bye bye. See you again on the next video.